with national capital facing elections, this is the sixth phase. The focus will also be on the Congress party in alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi to challenge the BJP that has had a clean sweep in the previous two tenures. Sonia Gandhi, accompanied by Rahul Gandhi, heading to cast their vote. I want to immediately bring in Aishwarya Paliwal joining me from this polling booth. Aishwarya, so after the children cast their vote, now as adults we see Rahul and Sonia. Have they cast their vote? What is happening on the ground right now? Have they said anything just yet?
Well, they haven't said anything, and we have seen how, this particular polling booth is the place where Sonia Gandhi has been casting her vote for the past many, many years. Rahul Gandhi accompanying her. His sister, however, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, has a very different booth where she goes out and votes, but both her children have now voted. This is a very, very stiff battle. Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress have now joined hands, and they believe that they can actually make sure that the juggernaut of Bharatiya Janata Party is stopped. Past two elections, we have seen, Pooja, how in 2014 and 2019, the record has been 10 on 10. With regards to the Bharatiya Janata Party, they have got all the 7 seats, and BJP is very, very confident. That's the reason why we are seeing so many people being changed. Masuri Swaraj on one side,
Rahul Gandhi is speaking. Let's listen in.
That's where all the VVIPs.
A smile, being cautious, not much to say. The incumbent Wayanad Member of Parliament will be likely hopeful to be the next Rai Bareli Member of Parliament as well, accompanied by the former Rai Bareli Member of Parliament, his mother Sonia Gandhi. But it's going to be an important time. Remember, as much for Sonia Gandhi as for Rahul Gandhi. 10 years of Modi government. The Congress leadership has wanted to prove there is anti-incumbency, that the Modi factor has waned out, and therefore the Congress may make a comeback as well. Raghav, looking at the visuals of the Gandhi family, barring Priyanka for now, coming to cast their vote. But clearly, this has been an interesting election as much, isn't it? When she said, "Beta saap rahi hu" here on.
I think it's a bit unfortunate that even after 70 years of independence, we are still obsessed with this dynasty just because they, look European or some other reason. I don't even know what the reason is.
We're not obsessed with them. They are a big political family.
I'll tell you, Pooja ji, in no other country, let me make one point.
Of the Congress Party. I disagree. I disagree to what you said.
I'll make another point. In no other country would you still be on the ballot as leader of a major party after losing 2 elections. So it's only in India where we accord so much respect just to his bloodline.
Look at the BJP. They had so many from, it was formed in 1980. They lost election in 1984, 89. Was there a change of leadership?
I'm talking about something else.
No. This is an inaccurate
Meanwhile, there's a selfie moment. Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi click a selfie, and like many voters do, perhaps this is where they are as ordinary, so to say, as other Indian voters as well. That, there is this pride and charm to cast their vote, but Rahul Gandhi didn't say a word.
Exactly.
Do you think at least there could have been an appeal or a word, or do you think it's just caution?
Pooja, it's a case of, missed opportunity. He could have made a, kind of without saying who to vote for or what to do, he could have made a political observation, which a lot of people do. And I think that is where Rahul Gandhi, being conventional politician, creates a problem for his own party and supporters. This was a clear case of a missed opportunity.
I think it smacks of a sense of entitlement also. I mean, of course, all those reporters are there doing their job. The least you can do as a courtesy is to make a comment. But the fact that you choose not to make a comment is symptomatic of how badly you think of the people of this country, most of whom are honest people doing their job. So we really need to take arrogant politicians like this man.
Okay, or primarily some caution. So missed opportunity or arrogance. We have a debate here unfolding right here in the studios. While Rahul Gandhi doesn't have much to say today, they have done their bit of campaigning. They leave to the voter now to decide who should be representing the national capital, Delhi. Aishwarya Paliwal is joining us on the ground. Aishwarya, no word from Sonia Gandhi as well, but there was this light-hearted moment of a selfie, isn't it?
Well, we have seen, Pooja, this is not the first time that the family actually is coming out with selfies and all. We have seen the kind of bonhomie that all 3 of them actually share. Priyanka Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and even Sonia Gandhi. In fact, Sonia Gandhi had made a very heartfelt appeal when she spoke to the people of Rai Bareli, and she said, just like you took care of me for so many years, I am now handing over my son to you. This is exactly what Sonia Gandhi had said. And she had said that now I want you to take care of my son. So, the bonhomie pretty clear, and we have seen how the family ties have actually come to the fore a lot of times during campaigning. But yes, one thing that Rahul Gandhi did not do is not to comment, not even an appeal by
Aishwarya,
by
keep
asking
track
people
of this
to come
because
out and
Priyanka Gandhi Vadra hasn't jumped into the electoral fray but remains as the big star campaigner for the Congress party. She'll also in some time cast her vote. But Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi have done it. From Delhi, I take you to the coastal state of Odisha. Naveen Patnaik, incumbent chief minister, casting his vote. And for the longest time, remember, not really putting out controversies, not taking out an aggressive stand against either of the parties, doing what the BJD is known to do there in the state. But what happens here on for the BJD in the state of Odisha will be very crucial, specifically with the entry of V.K. Pandian, who's also cast his vote just about a short while ago. I want to also bring in Professor Badri Narayan on this. Naveen Patnaik has held a stronghold in Odisha for the longest time, has kept his alliance safe. But many have also said, is it time for him and the party and the leadership perhaps to give way to others? How do you see Odisha turning out where Shambhit Patra again is in the fray to contest and win?
Pooja, Odisha is in transition. On the one hand, Naveen Babu has a lot of influence, it's very true. But the way BJD is moving, it is moving toward a bureaucratic party or taking the state in a bureaucratic state and trying to give the solution of all the problem as a bureaucratic solution. But there is a new leadership in Odisha has emerged, and Dharmendra Pradhan is quite popular among Odia intellectuals, elites, and also he's raising the issue of Odia identity. Shambhit Patra is there. So BJP has produced very competent leaders in Odisha, and they are raising the issue of Odia identity. And V.K. Pandian is going to pose against Odia identity. How they are campaigning the election on the issue that how BJD is
cannot
going to
ignore Odisha
offer the leadership
because there's going to be focus. Menaka Gandhi, meanwhile, is speaking as well. Let's listen into what she has to say.
नतीजे आएंगे लग रहा है पक्ष में रहेंगे बीजेपी के और आपके
क्या बेटी
4 जून को नतीजे आने वाले हैं लग रहा है कि जो चुनाव चल रहा है आपके पक्ष में होगा और बीजेपी के पक्ष में होगा
जरूर जरूर
कितने पार आप लोग करने वाले हैं
बेटा मुझे नहीं मालूम मैं ज्योतिषी नहीं हूँ
So Menaka Gandhi, there, remember the focus will be Sultanpur here for Menaka Gandhi. Now her campaigns focused while on local issues, but remember her son this time did not contest, but Menaka Gandhi has been retained by the Bharatiya Janata Party. She's been a minister, she's been a member of parliament, has political experience, and of course, that Gandhi, so to say, who hasn't aligned herself with the Congress party and has stayed loyal to the Bharatiya Janata Party.